What's up, freaks? Your pal Al here, and today I wanted to take a minute to talk to you and let you know exactly what's going on with the Florida Freaks YouTube channel.
Please stand clear of the doors.
I know you probably noticed that we've only had roughly 4, 5, 6 videos up. And you're probably wondering, why is that, Al? Well, I'm going to tell you. The reason why is because we've been busy making quite a few videos. And once we're done with those quite a few videos, we're going to start putting them all out there. They're not time dated. They're not, exempted to a certain time of space. They're really not. They're reviews of rides around Walt Disney World, around Hollywood Studios, around places like Magic Kingdom, and there's even a barbecue place down the road that we did a small, what I like to call mini reviews or mini freakouts. But other than that, we would be working on them. We want to put them out there, but we don't want to put them out there right now. We want to kind of wait just a little bit, just so we could build up enough episodes. That way, as we film more, we'll kind of have a little jump start, if you will. It's a little strategy I like to call the Al factor, or the freakout factor, as it were. Actually, the freakout factor is there I am. The freakout factor is actually a rating review system that you may have noticed that we're putting on the back end of the reviews that we were putting up. I'm sorry, slightly out of breath. Reason why is because I just had a fantastic meal inside my Kissimmee home, and it looks like the sky is getting a bit dark out here. Didn't quite time this out correctly, did I? But it's alright. Doesn't matter, because I'm here, and I'm not alone. I'm actually with my pal Mickey back here. Hi, Mickey! He's not saying much, but that's alright. I'm going to talk for him. Yes. Yes. I hope everyone is doing fine today. I hope everybody is finding the magic in their lives and utilizing it to their best intent. I know I am. I'm having a grand old time. Yes, but as I was saying, a lot of videos that will be coming out soon are going to be based on Disney a lot, and based on my pal right up there on my old car that I haven't got rid of yet. I'm working on it. It's going to be based on his world, but it's also going to be based on a lot of other places around Florida, around Central Florida mainly, but we're also going to go north. We're going to go south. We're going to find all the freakouts of Florida, the places that make you freak out. And these reviews, I hope, will help people when they watch that, if they're ever planning to visit Florida, or if they're ever planning to move here, or if they do live here and they just don't even realize what we have to offer here. I'm hoping that this will show you, what's worth seeing, what's not worth seeing, what's and experiencing. That's something that you might want to bypass, maybe something that you might want to, but you might not want to miss. This is what we're coming out for. This is what we're trying to set up for you, so you can get a general idea. I'll explain, actually, the freakout rating system in just a minute to you guys, so that you guys understand exactly how the freakout factor works, and how to understand exactly what it's doing for you as a service. It's an unpriced service. You don't even have to pay for it. It's completely free. Thank you. Thank you, sir. A lot of traffic in my neighborhood where I live. And one would think I don't, because I'm not exactly in the city. I'm out in Point Siena, Florida. I don't know if anybody's ever been to Point Siena, Florida. There are a lot of people here. But speaking of my pal Mickey and his wonderful spot that so many of us have gone to, so many of us have wished we've gone to, and so many of us might be going to soon. I know I will. I'll be actually going there very soon in in about 3 or 4 days. I'll be heading back to the Kingdoms. This time we're going to be going to the Wilderness Lodge, and we're going to be going to the Polynesian Resort, and we're also going to hop, skip, and jump over to the Grand Floridian a little bit, and we may even go ahead and check out those after hours at the Magic Kingdom that everybody keeps telling me about, and telling me that they want to find out what's going on with that. So we're going to have a couple of reviews made over the course of the next week or so, and those will be distributed very soon, as well as all the other videos that we have that are strewn around the Walt Disney World Resort, among other places. This hat, actually, this hat right here, you see that? Right there? You see? Isn't that cool? This is actually a Planet Hollywood hat. I didn't get it at Planet Hollywood in Disney Springs. I didn't get it there. No. I did not get it there. Where I did get it was at Hollywood Studios, at one of their places that are strewn along the main strip. I don't know what we would call that. I think it's Hollywood Boulevard, I believe. I think that's what they call it. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, please. But I got this hat in 2012. It's a very old hat. They still make it, though, because I was in a shop and I noticed that they still make this hat, along with a whole bunch of other hats that I have. You may have noticed the white Mickey hat. I bought that in 2015, I believe, 15 or 16. And they're still making that too. And I like that. I like how Disney keeps their novelties. They keep them current. They bring out new things all the time. But at the same time, the classic ones, the great hats, the great pins, the great things, they actually do make more of them. They still manufacture them after a long period of time. And this hat right here has been through so many different places that I've gone over the years. I've even brought this hat to Disney World, or to SeaWorld, excuse me. I brought it to Universal. I've brought it to NASA. This hat has covered a lot of land, a lot of area, a lot of mileage has been put into this hat. And I'm still wearing it, and it's still coming with me on some more adventures. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I just can't wait for any of that. But yeah, this weekend, actually not this weekend, when we get past this weekend, my brother, Rob, and my mother, Ma, we call her Ma, it's her name, end of story, doesn't have any other name, but Ma, and Rob, and his family is going to be coming and staying in the Wilderness Lodge, along with myself, and we hope to show you guys a whole bunch of good stuff. We're going to go live a little bit, possibly. Not on the YouTube channel. We mostly will probably go live on the Facebook channel and on Instagram. If you haven't followed us on Instagram yet, the Instagram is the official Florida Freaks. There's a lot of people on there. We got a lot of followers on there already. The Instagram is doing better than any of the other channels, which is interesting, if you will. Ain't that right, Mick? Still nothing, huh? Well, we'll try again later. So, if you haven't subscribed, or if you haven't followed the Instagram, if you haven't subscribed yet, please, what are you waiting for? Just click the button, if you will, because subscribing will make it so that when we start to jam out all these videos, you're going to get notifications, and you're going to come see them, and you're going to join us with all that. We're going to have fun. It's going to be great. But you need to subscribe. That would be a good thing. Also, follow us on Instagram, though, because there's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that we like to put on Instagram. There's a lot of outtakes. There's a lot of cuts. There's a lot of interesting stuff that's going on. Any news that I come across about any of the theme parks or any of the interesting things around Florida. There's a whole lot to do here in Florida. A whole lot. Besides the theme parks. A lot of people think, oh yeah, we're going to Central Florida, we're going to go to the theme parks. No, there's a lot more to do at the theme parks. There's music venues, there's nightlife here that we will be covering as well. We will be showing you that. There's falls here, there's springs here, there's caverns here, there's parks and campsites and just a whole bunch of things here that we really never run out of things to see out here in Florida, and that's why there's so many places that make you freak out. And we had to put it together, show you beautiful people who don't get a chance to go out in their backyard and go out to this, or come visit, or can only visit periodically, or never visit at all. We're happy to be sitting here and being able to bring this to you and show you exactly what's going on with Florida and what it is, and of course with the freak out factor at the end of every video, well, mostly every video, we will be able to show you if it's worth coming back to, if it's what the thrill factor, what the thrill rating is, what the I told you I was going to get into that actually, so why don't we go ahead and let's get into the freak out factor. The freak out factor is basically, it has an overall rating that tells you whether or not the freak out, the main premise of the ride, of the place we're visiting, of the restaurant we're eating at, of the natural, nature reserve, the nature park that we're visiting, anything we're visiting that is actually a freak out review and not just a random vlog like this, to give you guys an idea of exactly how awesome or how terrible it is. And it's a 1 to 10 rating for that main rating. And once we get past that 1 to 10 rating, below we have sub ratings. The sub ratings kind of break it down of how we got to that main rating. And so the sub ratings are a thrill factor, the excitement factor, and the return factor, the replay value. And to see if it's worth coming back and experiencing over and over and over again, or maybe just coming back for maybe a couple more times when you have the time to visit it, or maybe you just don't want to see it ever again because it was horrible. That is what the replay value is. The thrill factor is how scary or how wild the ride is. Of course, the thrill factor would be high on a roller coaster, but most likely won't be so high on, say like Small World or something. And then there is the excitement rating. The excitement rating is how well it builds up the anticipation. How well this theme park ride, or this restaurant, or this place we're visiting that's outdoors, how well the excitement is there. If it's busy, if it's wild, if it's crazy, or if it's just plain out boring, it's going to get a low excitement review number. But if it is exciting, though, if it does have excitement, if it's just a crazy place to be at, everything, the queue line for the ride is fantastic, everything is fantastic, then it's going to get a high excitement rating. And those 3 ratings right there are the ratings that pretty much decipher the overall freak out factor at the top. So that's how the freak out factor works. You'll be seeing it a lot. You'll also be seeing guest hosts that will be joining me on my little escapades with this guy and many others. But you'll also be seeing possibly a common co-host, someone who will be joining me and helping me along, who for now will remain nameless, strictly for the reasons of she's busy and she has things that she needs to take care of in order to prepare herself to be able to go out on these freakouts and properly get freaked out properly. So we're not going to do that. We're going to be patient, because that's what it is. Patience is everything, people. Alright? My fellow freaks, if you don't have patience in life, you're going to have a horrible life. You have to have patience. It's one of the main key factors. We need patience to wait for a car to go by. You see that? But now it's quiet again, so we were rewarded. But it is the one of the main things that you must do in life, is to learn to have patience. Because if you don't, what could happen is things could get unraveled. You could rush too much into something without thinking about it and end up either having a great time or really screwing things up. So we're going to be patient. We're going to have more content out, and once the content starts flowing out, that's when we're going to have a period where we're going to look back and say, man, I remember in the beginning barely anything squealed out of this channel, but now this channel moves like lightning. We also have a couple other ventures that we've been working on, but I'm kind of hesitant to talk about those ventures that our parent company, Alicorp Productions LLC, is putting together. Because this is the Florida Freaks, and I want to keep it as the Florida Freaks. I'm sure you can understand that. But, oh, there's another thing I want to show you. Check this out real quick. This says, if you notice it, if you could see it on there, it says, signed Star Wars action figures. Handle with care, please. That box, I'm not going to open it today. I'm not going to open it right now. But I will open it eventually on another episode, another vlog that we may or may not make. But I will open it, and I will show you what's in that box. I have a lot of goodies. So, without further ado, I'd like to say thank you for joining me today. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And also, as I was saying earlier, on Instagram, jump on over there, follow us on Instagram, Official Florida Freaks. Also, on Facebook, we are the Florida Freaks on Facebook. There is a group page called Florida Freaks that started before us, but they are completely different as what we're doing. But we're going to have a group page of our own very soon. I'm working on it right now with a couple of my colleagues, my fellow freaks, as I like to call them. And we are putting together what is going to be called the Freak Out Family. And it's going to consist of all of you, people who tune in to the Florida Freaks on a regular basis. But not only that, we also want people who are also just connected to Instagram, or just connected to Facebook, or connected to all three channels. It doesn't matter if you're connected to all three, or if you're just connected to just one or two, or just one of them, or what. If you're a Florida freak, and you don't have to live in Florida to be part of the Freak Out family. You could live in Virginia, you could live in California, you could live anywhere you want to be part of the Freak Out family. That's why we're not calling it the Florida Freak Out family. It's actually just the Freak Out family. It's everyone who will freak out about Florida, but is also part of this family who enjoys watching everything from possibly distant far places. But that's all I got for you tonight. From my garage. I'm heading out to the parks very soon. We're going to have a lot of fun out there. I may upload a couple of these simple blogs so that you could see exactly what we're doing. We might be going behind the scenes with live footage from the Facebook and Instagram page. But I just wanted to jump on. I wanted to say thank you for your patience. We're coming out with more stuff. It's coming very soon in March. So from Mickey, right here. You got anything to say? I don't think he's going to say anything. It's alright. Don't worry about it. I got this. Forget him. Your pal Al says, we have had our freak out. And now it's time to pass out. We'll see you real soon.